sir. One more Gizzo.
SP out of the rider, was blinded by the street grinding. Never mind the homework, never had a double up. I hustled up my own work. And to this day, I've been getting it with no help. There's no better feeling than depending on your own self. Money talk, you better listen when that paper speak. Mistake the streets for sweet, white sheets, they play for keeps. A father first, ex-felon trying to feed his seeds. I'm compensated for the fact I chose to keep it G. Stuck to the script all the while watching weenies win. I'm a child of God, but every day I seem to sin. Your reputation be the reason that they shoot you down. Judging from my past, but I'm living in the future now. Dollars addictive, gotta have my daily dose. Multiple hustles, I focus on what pay me most. Fear no man, he breathe like me, he can bleed. But we can leave that beef behind and breathe some peace, I believe.
I'm just preparing for my future life, cause my mama say ain't living right. So just in case I ain't living this one right, I'll be riding with no ceilings like, cause I be out to get it, cause I can see me with it. I ain't worried about you niggas, I'm just lining up the business. I get it how I live it, so I live it how I get it.
I'll probably get no awards, no mention on the leaderboards. But take me to war, I promise you gon' need the Lord. Worldwide traveler, Los Angeles to Singapore. Sure, I can show her things she never seen before. Bump the horn and knock down the walls of Jericho. We pay them no mind, the laws call us terrible. Delilah had Samson, Eve made Adam fall. I ended up with none, y'all, trying to have them all. I go and get it, ain't with it, trying to wait it out. I laid it out, contemplated it, and weighed it out. Touched a million in my trap before I played it out. Faded out before they came and raided. Yep, I made it out. Tell them follow my footsteps, already laid the route. Nothing fake about me, no faith, who would they to doubt? Play me close, I'm supposed to pop that derriere. Promote the peace, but I take my pistol everywhere.
I'm just preparing for my future life, cause my mama say ain't living right. So just in case I ain't living this one right, I'll be riding with no ceilings like, cause I be out to get it, cause I can see me with it. I ain't worried about you niggas, I'm just lining up the business. I get it how I live it,
y'all
so I
seen
live it how I get it.
Y'all seen it, seemed like Satan threw everything he had at me. Still standing, ain't understanding how y'all could be mad at me. Patience, push-ups, prayer on a healthy kick. Paint the perfect picture, me rolling, no selfie stick. Basically Baymacking, bonafide businessman. Religion don't define him better than his decisions can. Prodigal prophet, ain't worth half the price. Purchase, paid for after death, it's the afterlife, my future.
I'm just preparing for my future life, cause my mama say ain't living right. So just in case I ain't living this one right, I'll be riding with no ceilings like, cause I be out to get it, cause I can see me with it. I ain't worried about you niggas, I'm just lining up the digits. I get it how I live it.
Cool to act the fool to make me show out in public. Before you open up your mouth, just know I know how to shut it. Come to bustin', that's nothing, just a whole nother subject. What I'm stuffing, no discussion to put a hole in your stomach. Chose to face some consequences that I hope you can stomach. Could nobody hold you back, and now you holding your stomach, you dummy. You the type to start a war and try to call it off. The shotgun was too long, I had to saw it off. I just took it from the homie, cause I know he saw. I'm really finna shoot it, he gon' show it off. Round here, life is lost like the Holocaust. Fuck around and knock your whole what you call it off.
You never gon' stop my money. You never gon' stop my hustle. You never gon' stop my money. You never gon' stop my hustle, cause I hustle for my money. I hustle for my money. I hustle for my money. I hustle for my money, can't knock my hustle, cause I hustle for my money.
In case you hadn't noticed, we've been pulling pulling up in Lotuses loaded. They know it's no more eviction notices. The whole bag, that's exactly what I goes and get. Never beefing over bitches. Way too many hoes to hit. Past filthy like a needle from a lethal injection. Still soar like an eagle beyond people's perception. Turn my life into a movie, yeah, probably could. From Cali, but on hood, ain't nothing about me Hollywood. All I got is my word, my pride and my handshake. Represent my dead ones, ride for my landscape. The money don't make the man, it's the money the man make. These funny bunny niggas sweeter than honey and pancakes.
You never gonna stop my money. You never gonna stop my hustle. You never gonna stop my money. You never gonna stop my hustle, cause I hustle for my money. I hustle for my money. I hustle for my money. I hustle for my money, can't knock my hustle, cause I hustle for my money.
2,000 watt amplifier, infinity speakers. Niggas feel me in these streets, so they spin for these features. SP, serve them that bass to injure they speakers. And still stuff fat laces into his sneakers. Somehow for me, sticking to the guidelines. Stop once I got the hitting off the curb like sideline. Pop a lot of pigeons thrown up. See some fine flying flocks, pit bulls and rock rollers on the 9-9 block. Squabble up in the set. Hood got inside problems. Feeling like Baby Dre line, east side mobbing. Been known to draw down and take everything off. Rest in peace, Del Dog, everything mafia.
You never gonna stop my money. You never gonna stop my hustle. You never gonna stop my money. You never gonna stop my hustle, cause I hustle for my money. I hustle for my money. I hustle for my money. I hustle for my money, can't knock my hustle, cause I hustle for my money.
Getting hard trying to live in this land, Lord. I'm sick of paying rent, I wanna be the landlord. Not too many children in my section 8 last night. Lights out, they on section 8. We get constipated from that government cheese. Paying taxes, steady get a government cheese. Don't nothing change no matter who we vote for. So why waste time even going to try to vote for? When you grind so hard, you supposed to see profit. Why we so broke? We supposed to be prophets. We never had a choice on coming to America. I feel something real bad is coming to America. I don't write the mayor, they say I got a right to, but I don't even know where a nigga supposed to write to. I keep my chest up and head to the sky until the day I burn or head to the sky.
Good days, and there was many bad days. Lord, I've had hills to climb and sleepless nights. But when I look around and see what you've done for me, I'll say thank you, Lord, and I won't complain. Yeah, no.
I'm no devil, I know that I'm God's son, but I still smoke weed with my godson. And even though they say the woman is the backbone, we just wanna see them laying on their backbone. Thumb through the word, but you know what's confusing? Between the experts, it's so much confusion. I want it all, for all that I care about. I want a ball, that's all that I care about. Travel 50 states, broke 48 laws. Ran across a book called 48 Laws. Some say it's bad, some say it's a good book. I say it ain't got nothing on the good book. I ain't tripping on going to the motherland. On the other hand, I like to buy my motherland. What price can we all get peaceful? Stay at war and swear that we peaceful.
Many, many good days and bad days. I've had some hills to climb and Lord, sleepless nights. When I look around and see what you've done for me, I'll say thank you, Lord. I won't complain, no way.
What's wrong? home. Can't we all get along? Wanna buy a home, but can't get along. I'm trying to stay focused and write the right rhymes, cause these days everybody write rhymes. Uncle went to the rehab, hooked on morphine. It seems he came out even more fiend. Don't wanna see cuz die or blood bleed. We all lose every time black blood bleed. Holla Hail Mary, a light no candle, but I'm still trying to handle what I can do. I go hard for what I need, so it's ample. Watch me, you won't need no example. Crucial situation, my life in a crisis. Need to trade my life in for crisis. Please forgive me for what I did last night. I don't know, this might be my last night. Point blank, do no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
Nate Blood, C-Mac, shout out my loc, Spotter Low, cuz. Nate Blood, on Hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, crib.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's mom.
The homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch.
My nigga is Spider Low.
Spider Loke, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Loke.
Spider Low.
Spider Loke.
Spider Low. Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Loke. Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
You are now in the black box with the homie Spider Low, the most eastiest. Facts over feelings, keeping it a Google Plex. Feel my campaign.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing it.
Google gang, straight legend. Google gang, SBI. Google gang, Google gang ain't here. You better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google, baby.
Bottom line, love life, show us a blessing. Pull up politic and blow us a session. Spot a local most easty. No mistaking the station. They making them statements. We waking and baking. Word of the day, EC on replay. The marijuana-thon with VJ Keyway. BS and BS. Killing on the track in the black box. We never put feelings over facts. Bay Machiavelli, run me the bread. I don't get mad, I get money instead. I be high, you can tell by a nigga eyes. But wise enough to enterprise, you dig a lies. Contemplating with the Google gang, conversating. Counting coins while these cowards in the comments hating. Only thing count, I count getting another comma. I'm a magnet to the money on my mother mama.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google, gang.
If you can't keep it a Google, then don't mention me. Run a check through the set, I bet them niggas mention me. Red Bull and Hennessy, I keep the same energy. No matter on a solo or a couple homies with me. Tell them come get me if they want confrontation. I keep a couple shooters with me. And we right here waiting on shit to pop off. Take a nigga top off, you tempt me. All that BS, you can miss me. Slide down Century, doing about 60 in the gutter lane. Faded off yak and drop the pistol, hopping out the rain. I won't change, keep it a Google the only way. Mention me, I come out and play. That's on the gang. We're not the same. I ain't nothing like these rap niggas. Hanging with bangers, no bodyguards, we all strapped, nigga. All truth, no lies, facts over feelings. We ain't gonna start something we can't finish. Google gang.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google, bang.
Jeter, gratitude is the attitude. This show is a blessing to be right back in the black boxing. Blow a succession on my mama. Even more so than usual. Shout out to my nigga BS and Big Bro from Mac Mafia. Just based on the incident that took place this weekend, we definitely realize that we are fortunate to be here. We survived though. We got a word of the day. On my mama do like. Let's see what it is. I don't want to just, I guess I could try. Umbrage, is that the way it's pronounced? Umbrage, yep. Umbrage is a formal word that usually refers to a feeling of being offended by what someone has said or done. Wow, that works in perfect. It is often used in the phrase, take umbrage. It can be difficult to converse with someone who is ready to take umbrage at the most innocent remarks. Wow, on my mama. I swear for Goddery, the universe, the creator, everything I love and live for, dead homies and daughters. I had no idea what the word of the day definition entailed. Had no idea it would correlate so well with the first subject on our title, which is, in a lot of people's opinion, a situation of umbrage. Because I've not only watched the majority of what took place between Rell and Almighty Suspect on No Jumper, I've seen multiple reactions. And it seems like the vast majority of people that reacted chose to take sides, and they began to typically suggest that take umbrage. It can be difficult to converse with someone who is ready to take. They seem to assume that Almighty took umbrage. And for me to give a reaction or a perspective, I don't know nobody involved in this scenario personally other than AD. Not saying I know him real well or we go way far back or we real tight, but that's the only person I'm personally familiar with. I've gotten slightly familiar with the other individuals involved, Rell and Almighty, just because, you know, they hitting heavy on YouTube and they hard to miss. So I got a semi just perspective of both of their personalities. Rell we've actually spoken on because when the gorillas, when the niggas from BPS came up there and they was dissing, it caused us to react, and we spoke about how we thought about Rell's reaction. However, Almighty never spoke on him, but I've seen him give his perspective on quite a few subjects, and I always felt admirable the way where it seemed like he stood on principle. From what I could recall, because of the lie. So I really thought he was a homie in that sense. Before I did my reaction to this situation, I did some research. Seemed like Cuz ain't really he don't really gangbang. He just seemed to be affiliated with the neighbors through the 90s. I don't want to, it ain't really my business, but through a reputable motherfucker that I'm fully aware of. Seemed to be one of his close compadres. I've gotten a little bit education on some of the things he may have been through as far as affiliation, experience, and journey out here. That's neither here nor there. I was introduced to him on the No Jumper podcast, just getting clips of him giving his perspective on different issues, him bouncing his energy off the others in the room, guests and co-workers included. And without me knowing nothing about him, typically assuming he was a Crip based on his little vernacular, I just always was like, okay, I like the way Cuz stood on principle. This subject came up, he stood on principle. He went into the archives, brought up the man-on-man, mouth-to-mouth, first hip-hop, homo relationship, Burt Week, you feel me? He brought that up. He reflected on that. He reminded me of myself because he's extremely articulated. He seems to be unapologetic, and I see he can be perceived as aggressive or intimidating, whether that's his intentions or not. That's just my general perception of Cuz. So when all this took place, what I did not see is whatever joke was made by Rell initially about the chain being taken. The first shit I picked up on was Cuz calling in and trying to holler at Rell. And I saw two different, that I seen later on when they was at 80 shit. Cuz called in, I seen when the shit went real big. Now, my perspective is extremely personal because me personally, I ain't with all the extra joking. I can name the people on one hand that are comfortable joking with me, and I've been knowing them more years than I can count on two hands. Them the only people that I have a joking rapport with, can say anything to me and there's no misconceptions. Generally, when it comes to men who haven't known each other all their life and been through some things together, there's a respect level where joking is held to a very bare minimum if you just understand men and respect, right? However, I know these cats on the platform, and even from the way Almighty first called in, he was telling him, I know you with the jokes, I ain't tripping, but, and this is what I could understand. Just think about it. The only reaction I've seen adverse to the whole story about the chain being taken, whether it was true, false, whatever, the only person I seen with a reaction trying to clown was the Swifty Blue Cat. So I understand the sensitivity of the subject from every angle. So even if they homies, they crack jokes, whatever, it appears that whatever joke was made outside of Almighty presence made him feel like his comrades, his cohorts, his partners wasn't keeping it a Google with him. So just think, if it's a false story, real story that you trying to downplay, whatever, regardless, these your partners. If from some reason you get the perspective that you getting played close or somebody playing with you lightly in regards to that outside of your presence, and you express that, I don't understand why the response wasn't All right, I'ma holler at you when I see you, homie. Because the man got at the man very respectfully, in my perspective. I find it ironic that T-Rell response immediately is like, man, I put you on this platform, you wouldn't be here except for me. And to immediately go there makes it sound like, to me, it's like this. I got you over here, so you gotta tolerate whatever I dish out from this point forward. Because otherwise, why would you state that? If I'm telling you the way you handled me at this moment was inappropriate in my opinion, what the fuck do the fact that you got me here got to do with it other than the fact that I got you here, so shut up, take whatever? Nah, okay. You made a gesture for whatever reason through our communication and relationship that helped me maneuver here. I appreciate that. That don't give you a green light just to play with my name any old kind of way that I'm not comfortable with. Oh, my mama. It really, I'm not saying this is the case. Because cuz may just be that nigga that don't give a fuck like that. He may know something about Almighty that I don't know that we don't know. Outside of those being facts, it seemed like a PC spook move to just go to Hunnid over the phone on the internet like that, cuz. Oh, my mama. Maybe cuz, like, I don't know. But it brings me back to my immediate thought a long time ago, cuz that no jumper situation is like a ticking time bomb, cuz there's too many elements moving around there. And it's, y'all gotta remember who watch y'all on, cuz. This ain't even no near shit. It's a we night, me, and she knit, and y'all got all this gee going on. Now, I don't know where the homie Pun from. I call him the homie because I see he be crippin' and all that. So I did my research. I believe cut from Lantana as well. And, you know, I got much love for the Lantanas, much respect. I think Almighty might not realize this, cuz when you a non-affiliate dealing with Crips, two homies, and then another Crip that been functioning already, you not moving into a fair environment of politics, cuz. You could tell by the energy, the way they was laughing, kind of egging that shit on, instigating it, taking it lightly when your name, Almighty, was on the table, and how loose he got, and how comfortable he was being disrespectful. It was, to me, apparent that those three had an understanding in regards to you that was already established. You just gotta move wise. I heard the homie Pun say y'all already politicked it out, worked it out, and I want to applaud y'all if that y'all have reached that position despite the level of verbal disrespect we all witnessed, especially on T-Rell. Cuz just went dumb, stupid. And all the homie said was, or all the youngsters said was, when I see you, we'll talk some more. Of course, we all detected a sense of displeasure in his voice, but he was honest about the fact that he did not like what took place, and he wasn't with no extras. He said, I'm gonna just talk to you when I see you. I don't believe he was gonna flight cuz just on sight, especially based on, you know, everybody know cuz situation. I think cuz might a short man complex. He might be faced with the issue of having to go extra hard because he thinking niggas gonna try him because of his situation. I don't know what it was, but it seemed like he showed very little understanding about a man saying, hey, homie, I thought we was tight. And the way that looked it to me didn't really come across right. Cuz just didn't get cut no room to have any type of expression of displeasure from what he saw. Cuz told cuz ain't no nigga for to talk to me about nothing I said unless they want to get down. I ain't quoting him, but that's basically what he told cuz. And cuz said, I just want to talk to you. Like, to me, it makes much sense. Somehow, y'all inviting me to talk to y'all on the internet. Y'all saying call in. As soon as I call in, hey, we live on stream. Okay, we all partners. I'm finna oblige this publicly because y'all invited me to. I don't know how you can be more respectful than to say, hey, bro, I didn't quite appreciate how that went, but I'm not finna do all this talking on the internet. I'll talk to you when I see you. A lot of people, even Pun, I seen him do a reaction where he kind of perceived that as threatening or aggressive. I think that was very manly and appropriate to keep any extras, disrespect that we ended up seeing offline And unless, like I say, Rell and them know something about Cud that we don't know, it seemed like it might have been a PC move just to get the, hey, we ain't gonna never be cool, nigga. Come on now. Because just think about it. The most aggressive cat, and I'm not disrespectfully stating this, with a disability. We all talk about hands. In the culture, when you talk about fighting, hands, we gotta get in. You talk about hands. Unless Cuz knows some gang of trickeration with the feet, or he finna defend himself by any means necessary, how is he being so eager to go so bold and big when you didn't go that big on the niggas that said nabs right there in your and you digitalize? That's my perspective on it, cuz I think that Adam, I think AD and Pun, much love to the Lantanas, much love to the homies. I think that if the overall peace and productivity of the program up there is the primary objective, I think they were very careless with all that laughing, egging on when the phone call first got connected, and when they was hearing what niggas saying, oh, cause that shit looked like elementary school. Yo, mama, ooh, I'll slap you. Ooh, he said that. That shit was like, I think that shit could have been handled a lot more maturely. I think niggas got a responsibility to be a lot more careful. Cause just think about it. Shit starting off with concepts of chains being taken, disrespect. Now niggas talking about your mama, all that. You got Serenos that said they don't want no black money involved, doing reactions. Just think about all the emotions that can be triggered with all those elements present in the situation. I think those with the calmer, cooler head, AD and Pun, y'all wasn't emotionally involved. Just think about, I behoove you, my lokes, you know what I'm saying? Westside Compton natives, like myself. I just behoove y'all, motivate y'all to just survey the situation a little bit closer. See if I'm coming out of left field. If I make any sense, no disrespect, like I said, I think even within having the tag of a culture vulture, Adam is trying to make some type of reparation in the way he's extended his platform to more of us than anyone ever has. And I think in the process of him making this type of redemptive journey, there's gonna be some ups and downs. But I think that whole no jumper situation, to the niggas that know how I go out here, y'all need to tighten that shit up, cuz get a little more. Just think about it, cuz y'all know. Just think about it, cuz nigga done got spat on up there. We just seen 80 on camera come out the alley, talking about I got my, you feel me? Now situations like this, it's when the essays came up there. Come on, y'all, what's happening?
Hey, check this out.
All my life,
what it is though.
From my mama house to my daddy house, it was straight up central.
I'ma tell you how it is. I was raised by the streets. I'm known from the west to the east.
Like 156 to
what a crib say was cracking.
99th
Blood say was cracking. I ain't turning down.
That's how I ended up
I was raised by the streets. I'm known from the west to the east.
970, you did.
What a crib say was cracking. The blood say was cracking. I ain't turning down now.
Loaded up like a damn, same bandana, all black head to toe, like a bang Santana. Clan of Lantanas on the scanner when it's time to trip. Can I be a Los Angeles loc and a Compton crib? No brain, head pay mag, chomping on tracks. First rap on the map, just say bumping on Wacc. Relax and get your whole group beat by boot. By SPI, Boodaroo, and Treetop. True, 159 cell, fucking with the 400s. Wanna run it in, I'ma let the whole fun it all on a bitch, boy, break a nigga face. Biggest mistake to think you can ever take a nigga play. See, I came up with some CC riders. Cuz watch your cack at the center divider. Hearing Tyler Pot and Chill. My track, new G-homies. G, ask the streets about me, I'm a G-homie.
I was raised by the streets. I'm known from the west to the east. What a crib say was cracking. The blood say was cracking. I ain't turning down now what's happening. I was raised by the streets. I'm known from the west to the east. What a crib say was cracking. The blood say was cracking. I ain't turning down now what's happening.
but I'ma play ball. SPI, AD, fucking with the 400, no bleak. Really in the trenches, but I'm strapped when I do it. And money is the mode, yellow tape, how I rule. Said ain't black, West trees, why I do it? So nigga, watch your ass at the center of the vibe. Been getting dope, hella active, can't change ways. Bopping all I know who wanna play games. I'm thinking nobody, really catch a body. I don't fuck with these niggas, this be fucking with these niggas. Real street baby, really get it baby. When I show up, I show out. A nigga need a bag, stick a nigga out. On side that video, so who talking? Nigga had to get it, so I can tell you how I did it. Who more active? West side really ride. Bitch niggas
I'ma tell you how it is. I was raised by the streets. I'm known from the west to the east. What the Crips say was cracking, the blood say was bragging. I ain't turning down nothing was happening. I was raised by the streets. I'm known from the west to the east. What the Crips say was cracking, the blood say was bragging. I ain't turning down nothing was happening.
Really in it, she get ugly at any minute. Hit the club and done security, sneaking to see me in it. One time's coming, we gon' floor. Chevy got to hear me in it. It was cracking in the hood. They would say that 20 did it up. Kill it on these tracks. I know Flo, he got my back. Stacking dollar with the strap. SBI with that big Mac. Look, first a couple stacks. Daddy better read the stats. When I'm rapping, it's the truth. Every line I speak is facts. Look, my mama said my homies was a bad look. We was hitting schools trying to steal a couple MacBooks. I was always that nigga to try to rumble up with it. Put a lot of niggas on their ass.
I'ma tell you how it is. I was raised by the streets. I'm known from the west to the east. What the Crips say was cracking, the blood say was bragging. I ain't turning down nothing was happening. I was raised by the streets. I'm known from the west to the east. What the Crips say was cracking, the blood say was bragging. I ain't turning down nothing was happening.
What's happening? I meant to mention this earlier, but I know this like shot. I wore this t-shirt yesterday. Y'all know the crop, like trying to let my scalp breathe. It ain't breathed in a long time. Almost some real grimy Easty shh. We got a reaction coming up. Shout out Rico Soprano, up and coming artist who put his money where his mouth is. Not only do he have a fire record that I really like entitled Against All Odds, he invested himself and he made sure that he got an opportunity to be heard on the black box in a reaction setting. His record is monetized. It's available on all digital platforms. You can go check it out now before we do the reaction. Rico Soprano, Against All Odds. We're going to get to that reaction after this next segment. But shout out Rico Soprano on my mama. But I'm tripping because y'all got to follow me on this, cuz. Wacc, Hono, Hunnid. Quando Rondo case. You know, the detectives, the feds, the investigators, the most interested people in what actually took place at the scene of the crime of the murder are investigators. They're the last to know anything. Everything happens from the mind of the murderer, and then it expands out to who may have known he was on his way, who may have seen him, who may have heard what. Investigators in a lot of recent cases have made it clear across the nation that they have traded in most of their investigative tools for simple social media surveillance, and it's been quite effective and assisting them in bringing so many people to justice that they're uninterested in even tampering, dealing with, revisiting any of the older, traditional, typical ways that they investigate. Social media is where they focus 90% of their attention when it comes to investigating crimes that are dealing with street violence primarily. So, the whole world watch Quando Rondo be involved in an incident where his partner lost his life. And based on a lot of the recent things that Quando Rondo has gone through in the last few years, the general public all assume that the fact that he survived was not the intentional plan and that he caused one of his less famous, popular homies to get killed. There's tons of speculation as to who would even want to be trying to kill Quando Rondo to cause his homie to get killed. There's one person that had initially, the day after, had that figured out. It was Wacc, Hono, Hunnid. He was on the internet speculating quite specifically who he believed was responsible for it and why. Then, while everyone kind of like still agreed that it was Quando's situation, and somehow his homie got caught up, no one would have any reason to assume any other than that, just based on the profile of the two of them and the situations that Quando actually has at hand. Regardless who actually did it, the whole world immediately assumed just basically that it had to be Quando's issue and his homie was like a casualty of war. I'll go out on a limb as much as say I imagine the investigators was working from that frame of thought too. But guess what they tuned into? Social media. Guess what YouTube is? Social media. Guess what Clubhouse is? Social media. Guess who the most vocal motherfucker on there is? Wacc, Hono, Hunnid. Guess what he told the world? The feds called my phone. Guess what he was comfortable doing? Sitting next to hip-hop's most notorious federal informant, Takuchi Snitch 9. Guess what else he was comfortable saying? That Stutterbox is a rat. And in the same breath, he say, Stutterbox told on me years ago, Stutterbox called my phone this morning. This how he get down, right? Then he telling the world in real time, after he tried to tell the opposite side of the world that he the G'est nigga ever known, go by all appropriate codes. He's telling them, listen to this nigga, cuz. Just think about you an investigator with a whiteboard. You in the room, detectives, a room full of detectives. You got Quando Rondo's whole social media experience for the last 5 years up there. You got pictures poked up, you got arrows drawn, whoop, wop, wop. You think you own it. They tried to kill Quando when they got cuz. Then all of a sudden, this what you hear as investigators. Y'all in your room, somebody say, I got something for you to hear, guys.
Wow. Yup. I wasn't even Quando. He said they came and
Let's go.
the people too. They say that thing wasn't even for Quando. They said they came and got their man. Oh. Wow. Yup. I wasn't even Quando. He said they came and got their man. They came and walked up and got it. They said
Wacc, Hono, Hunnid is saying, hey, I'm the most influential, tapped in person ever on the West Coast known to the streets. And I want to be the first to go on the internet and say, I want to let y'all know they wasn't going for Quando. Hey, Big Al. Hey, yo, my hair look like yours. Hey, I'm at work, y'all. Hey, I'm getting down, Chili. Hey, I love you. I'm gonna call y'all back as soon as I'm done. Hey, I love you, All right, Chili. MISSI, Catfish. That's right. All right, Chili. That's Chili and his daddy. Chili out there with his pops in the Mississippi. But anyway, my bad. What the fuck was I saying? This nigga here, cuz. Listen to this nigga, cuz. He got the word. Nope. All LA, ain't nobody on the internet comfortable saying this, but he want to tell y'all they wasn't coming for Quando. They got they man. Look, imagine the room full of detectives listening to this. Just listen.
I wasn't even Quando. He said they came and got their man. They came and walked up and got it. They said they put the thing right over Quando. They got it. I don't know, dude with a switch. They said they come and got their man. Similar situation.
Walked up on him and got him with a switch. Listen to this nigga.
Situation like Pop Smoke.
Oh, so they wasn't even looking for Quando. That wasn't even
oh boy was playing with niggas, you know. Same people though. Same like people. I keep telling people, I'm with your people.
Listen to him himself. I keep telling people it was the same people. Pop Smoke, same situation. I keep telling. Let him speak for himself. I keep telling people. This nigga said it was the same situation. No, imagine the detectives. Listen to this. They studying this in real time. They erasing names off their whiteboard and replacing them with other names. Just like when Cowboy said, cuz the last 12, 14 murders in my hood been homies on homies. Do you know how many of them murders are unsolved? Can you imagine the detectives in the motherfucking detective room working on the murders for the 60s? who had all type of other ideas in their head, different stories they've been told, lies, bad clues, bad leads. Then a motherfucker that been from 60s, from 30 years say, oh, all them last 15 murders was in-house. You see how they readjusting their board? You see how Hono Hunnid got them readjusting their board? And we buffering.
Same like people. I keep telling people, I'm with your people.
The dude they got, was he from LA or was he from Atlanta or?
No, he wasn't from LA, but he was doing business out here. You know?
Everybody think just based on Quando Rondo got caught up in some elements of what he had going on. No, leave it up to Detective Officer Wacc, Hono Hunnid, Cass Jones. That's not the case, officers. Detectives, check it out. That ain't the case. Lil Tim wasn't from LA. They wasn't looking for Quando Rondo, but he was doing business out here. And watch this nigga say what he gonna say. You know, one of the main things that a motherfucking prosecutor has to establish in a murder case is motive. Listen to Wacc Hono Hunnid give the prosecutor his motive. Listen.
Nigga ran off with the B-Zag.
Nigga ran off with the B-Zag. That's the murder motive in the investigation.
Nigga ran off with the B-Zag.
Ran off with the B-Zag on the same niggas with the Pop Smoke situation. Listen to this nigga put the case together for y'all. Officer, Investigator, Detective Cass Jones, Wacc Hono Hunnid. Ooh-wee.
Oh, man. Sure, yeah, that'll do it. Every time.
Had nothing to do with Quando.
That nigga just said it got nothing to do with Quando. Either he know he said too much the first time when he act like he had it all figured out, and this is way trying to throw the peoples off that be calling his phone. Remember them feds that be calling his phone? Them same feds that Takuchi sat on the stand for, that appreciate him for putting that little umbrella of protection and support around Takuchi. Them feds. Them same feds that was investigating you when you was with Suge Knight way back in. I don't know if your name was Wacc, back. I don't know, but them same feds you been fucking with all these years.
Did Quando get to talking?
No, he was just
probably scared.
Watch this nigga put his foot in his mouth. He love the way his toes taste. Oh, my mama. This nigga finna say, Quando didn't say nothing far as snitching, but he was saying this, that. He gonna say, these young niggas know. These young niggas just don't know. They ain't supposed to be saying none of that. As if he don't realize he ain't supposed to be saying none of the shit he just said. Listen to this cornball.
He was just overexcited about what happened. He was just really saying, that's my homeboy, they killed him. He dead. That's what I said. You know, them youngsters don't know you ain't supposed to be doing none of that anyway.
Them youngsters don't know you ain't supposed to be doing none of that anyway. But you on the internet giving the motive, describing how it went down. This nigga say they reached over Quando and got they man. This nigga is the goofiest weirdo known to our time.
Right. The way it look, it don't look good, you know?
Yeah, that's a fact. It definitely, it looks crazy, like when that's, you know.
When you looking at that thing, it look like you giving up all the good.
He just say it don't look good because it looked like you giving up all the goods. Remember, we was kind of speculative that what could Quando possibly be saying all the time so hysterical in front of the police? We had no audio. We just had a visual. And we were saying that don't look good. We can agree with that. However, Wacc Hono Hunnid, in the process of clarifying that Quando said nothing incorrect, all he was saying is my homie dead, oh no. That's good. But guess what he also said? He said these youngsters don't know. They not supposed to be doing none of that. Well, how does he not know? Because he's far from a youngster that he not supposed to be saying none of the shit he's saying on the internet. How contradictory, goofy is that?
Yeah. They wasn't coming for Quando. They let Quando live.
Yeah, I was about to say that because if they wanted it, they
crazy though. No, it's crazy. I don't know who was that spoke on the web, let me get a Wacc and
Did you hear that? They wasn't coming for Quando. They let Quando live. Listen to this nigga. He is directing an investigation.
Crazy. I don't know if that was you that said it, but somebody, they were saying like, you know, that's crazy because even though they didn't get Quando, niggas still want to get paid, right?
Wait a minute. This nigga just introduced the idea officially of this being a hit for hire. Cuz, are you serious? Why is always an out-of-town nigga with an accent on the phone co-signing and understanding and agreeing with this nigga? He don't never had no local natives out here on the phone agreeing with this shit. What type of niggas is you that y'all can't see through this goofy ass shit? Look what this nigga just said. He's putting all the pieces together of a motherfucking murder crime less than 2 weeks after it occurred. He got it all figured out and he's broadcasting it. Y'all crazy. Listen to this queerdo, cuz. This nigga federally for surely factually factoids on my mama.
Crazy. I don't know if that was you that said it, but somebody, they were saying like, you know, that's crazy because even though they didn't get Quando, niggas still want to get paid, right?
And look how he been saying all this time. It wasn't even headed for Quando. Talk too much. It ain't headed for Quando. They reached over Quando and got they man. However, they still want to get paid even though they didn't get Quando. Cuz he talk too much. Me nuts.
I just told me that today on the phone. And the cold part about it is they got their man.
Well, there it is, man.
Yeah. On my mama, I just don't understand what a part of the game any of that is. We finna give it up for Rico Soprano. This is the reaction. I'm gonna give my reaction. I'm gonna let y'all know. I already told cuz I like it because it sounds like some Mozzie shit. That's my favorite rapper off top. And I need y'all to give me some thumbs ups or some thumbs down in the chat. Cause Rico Soprano wanna know what y'all think about this crack that we serving up. Y'all fucking with it or not? Y'all the fiends. Y'all done came to the trap. I got this sack from Rico, my man Rico Soprano. This is what I got. Bam. Let me know if I got that fire or not. Rico Soprano, Against All Laws. Black Box Productions, VJ Keyway. Let's go. Thumbs up or thumbs down right now.
Bro, hear the conversation. We don't do those. I'm too busy counting paper.
Yeah. Got a clip for your whole crew. You hear this be talking, can't walk up in my shoes. You hear this be talking, can't walk up in my shoes. You hear this be talking, can't walk up in my shoes. Yeah, got a clip for your whole crew. You hear this be talking, can't walk up in my shoes. You hear this be talking, can't walk up in my shoes. You hear this be talking, can't walk up in my shoes. Yeah, did the county blues, hit it, yeah, I paid dues. Back and forth in the pen, you know I made moves. They gave me time off the flop, you know I made it pop. Working out in my cell, I can never stop. Hit it switching on the yard, losing hella cards. I'ma go against the grain if it ain't a part. Yeah, I'm sick of the missing, I'm missing money pilling. Now I'm locked in the cage, I'm on my way to prison. Hitters want me to fall, I tell them fall back. I'm demanding my flowers, I mean a small batch. I'ma bounce like a foe when it's time to go. I ain't needing a shooter cause I'ma make it blow. Ain't no love for the judge, I still got a grudge. Ain't no love for you hitters, my middle finger's up. Rest in peace, my hitter P, you know I got the streets. It's whatever my hitter, you know I hooked the beat. Yeah. Got a clip for your whole crew. You hear this be talking, can't walk up in my shoes. You hear this be talking, can't walk up in my shoes. You hear this be talking, can't walk up in my shoes. Yeah. Got a clip for for your whole crew. You hear this be talking, can't walk up in my shoes. You hear this be talking, can't walk up in my shoes. You hear this be talking, can't walk up in my shoes. Yeah, I'm online, got no time, yeah, I'm on the grind. If you ain't talking Skrilla, then I ain't on your mind. If you ain't talking paper, then I ain't got no time. If you bailing with snitches, I stop you like a sign. Seen it all in the walls, hit us turned down. Give a shot to M60, we was running rounds. AD was the pie, yeah, we held a squad. Made an op, roll it up, yeah, we went hard. Free Mac, free the homies that caught with a pack. If I'm caught with the blicky, I might be going back. If I'm rolling it sticky, I might pull an attack. If you dealing with smokers, you know I'm running racks. Stand tall, never fall, I just want a ball. When they start talking, hey, I just hit them all. Dollar signs through the roof, I just want them all. Memories in my head, remember 92. Got a clip for your whole crew. You hear this be talking, can't walk up in my shoes. You hear this be talking, can't walk up in my shoes. You hear this be talking, can't walk up in my shoes. Yeah, got a clip for your whole crew. You hear this be talking, can't walk up in my shoes. You hear this be talking, can't walk up in my shoes. You hear this be talking, can't walk up in my shoes. Yeah.
Mama, get off the homie head with that Mozzie shit. Trying to act like he mimicking, emulating Cuz voice. The only thing so Mozzie about it is the beat and the yeah. Cuz flow is his flow. So he may or may not have developed that yeah influenced by Mozzie. Whether he did or not, I don't give a fuck. That shit hard. But Cuz flow is his flow. And it's a Mozzie type beat. I would have rapped on that type of beat too for the same reason. I'll give him thumbs up, both fingers. Shout out to the niggas from Harlem. On my mama, Rico Soprano, go please tap in. His shit available on all digital platforms. That means it's up for monetization, so you won't be able to come back to this episode and hear that song no more, because I'm going to get a copyright strike, so it's going to be muted. But you can go find it on all digital platforms. Please follow the homie on all social media sites at Rico Soprano. Hey, put your shit in the chat room, and I'm going to pin it, homie. Put your social media in the chat, and I'm going to pin it. Keep doing what you're doing on my mama. Area code 213, you in the black box. What's happening, Catnip? Can you hear me?
What's happening?
What's happening? We in the black box, man. Politicking. What's happening?
What it do? Spotted this dude Rock Creek, my nigga was popping.
This ain't my nigga Creek.
Yeah, my nigga was popping.
I gotta, let me, hold on real quick. I gotta do this one time just for those, just to set the mood for what's going on at the moment. So I could wake up the Google gang. You feel me? Let me do this one time, just cause it's Google gang.
I ain't nothing like you fucking rap niggas.
I want to introduce y'all to the caller on the phone. As a very, very young man, I'm not sure if I was in my teens or my early 20s, because I went to prison twice, once in my teens, once in my early 20s. And in the process, I ended up in the state module in the LA County Jail in the 1990s. And one of my comrades, when they eliminated the Crip module, the most close thing we had to it was the state module. And me, my nigga Creep, I forget the light-skinned homie from Do-Rock, a few of my homies, my nigga Lil Kiko from 11-8, and I can't remember a lot of the other people, but the Creep was there. Creep is like become a figment of my memory, my imagination, that I probably would never have recalled on in my conscience, just based on my life. It's a long time ago. However, 2022 Father's Day, I was out with all 6 of my children, and after we were spending our time out at dinner, we left the restaurant, and a very distinguished woman walked past me and became very like overwhelmed with the fact that she encountered me. And she was like, "You look familiar." And I'm like, "Damn, I don't know from where." She was like, "I don't know." She was like, "But," and then she looked at me real close. She was like, "Is your name Spider?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then she was like, "Oh, woo, woo, woo." She said, "I manifest meeting you today." She was like, "My husband."
Exactly.
Whoopty wop wop wop. And soon she said her husband's name, ding 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 ding. She told me where he was from. And long story short, through that encounter on Father's Day, I've been reconnected with one of my very adolescent comrades on this Crip and shit. My nigga Creep from Do Rock. I hate to understand. He's once again or still in the belly of that beast, but he reaching out. He told me he would like to call in, and he on the live. What's up, Crippin'? How you doing, loco?
What's up, cuz? Hey, my nigga, hey. First and foremost, man, it's definitely a pleasure, man, to have this reunited moment, man. It's been a long time coming. You know what I'm saying? Definitely manifested many years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Definitely, it was destined. You know what I mean?
Full circle.
Unfortunately, you know, due to the circumstances, you know, that I'm still up under right now, you know, it's still kind of limited, but at the same time,
Since then, or is this a new situation?
Oh, since the last time, man.
God
you was
damn!
there, man.
What y'all don't understand?
Yeah, man.
I just what you hearing a man? You hearing a man describe the last portion of youth up until your first portion of elderism. God damn it, man. Do we got action creep?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Hopefully by the beginning of next year, man. In between January and March, you know what I'm saying? Somewhere up in there, hopefully, I'll be out there.
That's
you
right.
Know what I mean? So
anything as a community that we can do, it ain't nothing we can know. Letters written, anything of that nature.
I mean, everything and anything helps. You know what I mean? Everything and anything helps, man. Anything that anybody that's able to.
You mind
on behalf of that.
You mind your hookup being available in the chat for that purpose? He is a married man, but we are looking for any support and assistance we can get toward the cause of getting the homie home. So I'm inviting him to leave his contact within the chat room so people can contact him for that purpose only, ladies. No weird shit, because my sis is not playing on my mama.
Absolutely. Hey, I'm gonna definitely leave all that information up in there for y'all, man. So to make it available for anybody. So if anybody is able to assist in that area, it would definitely be appreciated. You know,
you need to be in touch. You need to be in touch with Alex Alonzo. I'm gonna slide you cuz number too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's active. He's active in this department for a gang of homies. He's like a defense expert on the gang side, witness in courts in general, and so he know how to help advise in a lot of situations. Shout out to Alex Alonzo, Street TV.
Shout out to him. For sure.
Yeah. So put your info in the chat.
Man, I definitely
Put your info in the chat where you would like to be contacted, even if it's wifey, and I'll pin it up there for the next few minutes. So anybody that might be aware and interested would know how to get right at you. And I'm gonna turn Alex on.
Okay.
I'm gonna start a group text with me, you and Alex, introduce you to cuz. And then anything else you want to say, you're welcome. You ain't got to go nowhere. I'm going to answer some more calls, but you know you can post up. This our show, Crip. I love you, Crip. On my mama. You my day Uno, cuz. They don't understand the type of shit. They don't understand the environment we come from, where this bond was created, cuz.
Hey, it's definitely as deep, man. It's profound, man. Just coming from then to now, and to still be able to be here. You know, to give each other or flowers. That's
indeed
rightfully due. You know what I mean?
Tell me this: when we was in the state module together, do you remember this or recall this? Do you remember it being a white boy from Insane and the Serenos Rusty on the top tier? He was a Crip, though.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Do you remember? Do you remember going to the roof that day and remember what happened?
I remember. That incident happening. I remember going to the roof. I remember a big ass ride jumping off.
Almost. It was a standoff. But the standoff was, remember, I dropped one. I just waited. Remember the little nigga from Insane?
Yeah.
The Mexican. I'm finna fuck your head up. I'm finna remind you of a detail that's gonna fuck your head up. Remember the white boy from Insane. He was on the top tier, and then I remember knowing him for like some days or some weeks, and then one day they was finna go to Roof, and the Serenos Rat Pack Cuz. I remember they got on Cuz. I remember walking up and down the tier telling all the blacks, even the non-affiliates, I'm like, Cuz, a crib, we gotta do something.
Yeah.
I remember everybody telling me, all right, we with you. And then when we got to the Roof, I just picked a random and got off. And remember that? Tell me this. Tell me this. Do this sound familiar? Do you remember a nigga from Pyru socking me in the back of the neck from behind? Bam! And he panicked. He like when I got off on one of them and dropped him. When they start coming and it started being a standoff, the young nigga from Pyru he socked me in the back of the neck from the blind. Bam! I ain't never really been in that hit.
I'm trying to remember the Pyru nigga.
He was a young nigga, and it was a nigga from Bonnie Hunnid. When the police laid everything down, I think it was a nigga from Bonnie Hunnid. I think he had Dave in his name, but I remember he kept telling me, on Bloods, on Bonnie Hunnid, that was the homie didn't mean that. That was accident, blood. And the little homie, I could tell, I knew what it was though. He just panicked. He ain't never been in nothing like that. It was all of us. It was all blacks right here. I get off on one of them, and when and he just like that nigga socked me in the back of the neck.
In them situations right there, man, like when it's going up with us and them, you know, that's where you really find out what niggas hard is at.
Oh my mama.
You got on one side, nigga, these niggas, they strapped down, and you got these niggas over here strapped down, nigga, and it's just mano on mano.
Oh God.
And whoever's still standing at the end of that shit. So motherfuckers panic. Either you gonna panic, you gonna sit there and you gonna piss on yourself, or you gonna rise to the occasion and get cracking. And a lot of them cases, unfortunately, niggas be folding.
Niggas don't understand how much more difficult it is to reach that status and stand on it when you from DeWardy versus Watts. So I salute your cripping because I know the pedigree. So like you feel me? Like it's like Wacc Hono Hunnid, not proud of where he actually hailed from. That your place can't be established and represented unless those that matter from there are proud of it. Just imagine. Just think about this, Creep. Think if Snoop Dogg tried to trick the world into thinking he was from LA or Compton instead of Long Beach. What would Long Beach be in the minds of the world? It's crazy. I don't get it how Cuz could not be proud. Pacoima and Pyru. Go ahead.
What I find interesting about the dude, Wacc Hono Hunnid, right?
Dirty Dave. That's Cuz' name. My bad, Creep. Hey, my bad. Hold your thought. Dirty Dave. Ask Dirty Dave from Bonnie Hunnid. Do he remember the young nigga from
Dirty Dave. Yeah.
He was in the state module with us. He was a stocky nigga. When I got off, bam, and it was a big standoff. The next thing the young nigga from Pyru did, he panicked. He like, I'm talking about my nigga. I'm talking about I used to have to ask the homies every day in the module like, hey, cuz, was that an accident? Cause my shit was sore. Yeah. You ever took all knuckles flush to the neck like that? Nigga, that shit hurt, homie. That shit hurt for days. He like, bam. But Dirty Dave, shout out to Dirty Dave, East Side Hunters. Oh my mama. Go ahead, Creep. Go ahead.
Yeah. But what I find funny as fuck about the Bull Wacc, man, is you go on your show, man, and you run down this whole scenario, bro. You build a case. For the police. And from my understanding, what them nigga police. So
bro, look, you see how I be on his helmet. That police picture is too low hanging fruit. I just assumed that was Photoshop, fake, somebody else. Otherwise, just imagine I would have been around with that. But I can't believe he's a Rick Ross the rapper type somehow. The way but just know this though, cuz you know our life, our experience, cuz to make the world think he a CDC expert and all that. Cuz caught his last felony at 16, Crip. So just think about that. So what he tried to represent to the world is an expert on every pocket of politics out here based on experience. Not only is he from the extreme outskirts, He ain't never even really went through he all the way out the way. His hood can't even speak of a war with a founder like y'all can. Even how y'all like kind of out there, but y'all done really had a whole issue with a real. I ain't gonna put everybody know that's out here. You feel me? Like niggas know, like you feel me? Like that, that's like So
we know what the politics is.
And he see how he keep them niggas. He I bet you if he had a chance, he'll make every last one of them bust a nut in his throat, hoe ass nigga.
Oh yeah. What that dude failed to realize, bro, is you from Pacoima.
Period.
You cannot be the face of LA. You are not the face of LA, and you from Pacoima.
Never have been, never can be, never will be.
Completely different. Yeah, that's a whole completely different. And shout out to
all the Pacoimas, all my niggas from Pacoima. Y'all know I ain't hating, and he know this. The purest portion of Pyru in our time come up off the stem of Rosecrans. So if you not in some extent affiliated with the Rosecrans and you from Southern California, your Pyru ain't official. He know this. This nigga so goofy. I heard him on the internet the other day trying to remember. It's an old nigga from Pyru that spoke on Cuz that be with Bry Dog. They be doing interviews together, and he like spoke on Hono Hunnid. He was like, man, I met Blood. Blood was born in 1950. I'ma knock him out. But he like, I remember I met Blood on Rosecrans. He trying to act like he know what's going on so much in Compton. He like, remember we was at the Walgreens? It has never, ever been a Walgreens in Compton. Never. But he tried to act like he was such a familiar person with the environment. He's like, remember I met Blood at the Walgreens. You goofball. It's never been a Walgreens in Compton, you goofy.
The funny thing about it, man, the nigga might be described and actually Pacoima. He might just be getting it confused. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But,
No. He gave up the intersection. It's actually a Rite Aid. It's actually a Rite Aid on that intersection. But it's been a Rite Aid for 20 years. There's no way to confuse it, mix it up, construe it. The only way you can get it confused if you only been to Rosecrans one day in the last 30 years and you only seen it one time and now you speaking on it years later. Oh, Walgreens, because you don't know the environment. But go ahead. Guess where it's at? It's right across the street from the Tams where Suge Knight called his case at. It's right there. It's right across the street. He called it Walgreens instead of Rite Aid. But go ahead, Creep. Take over, Crip.
That nigga, hey man, that nigga, he's old and confused, bro. He's one of them old niggas that's trying to be relevant by jumping in everybody's business. But the most funny shit I
except the 818. He don't never speak on the 818 business.
Big old gangster nigga, and you go sit with a fucking rat. You go sit down with Takuchi, of all people. And you want people to take you serious as a real nigga?
Sat down with Takuchi, negotiated millions on his behalf. The feds call your phone in regards to Jay Prince. You say, Stutterbox told on you years ago, but he called your phone the other day. You on the internet in real time got the latest updates on what really happened in the Quando Rondo situation. Man, if niggas can't see he's all bad, bro, what the do it take?
Man.
He co-signs to the whole world as the best representatives of Southern California culture, Ray J and Doja. Just think about it. Ray J said it's not gay pride month, it's Ray pride. And then Doja speaks for himself. And Wacc tells the whole world that's the best representative we have of our culture out here. Just think about that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this one time, and then I'm gonna let some more callers. You ain't gotta go nowhere. Matter of fact, it's you and me on the line with the next callers. But in the meantime, let me do this one time. Oh, my mama. And when you hear me say Wacc 100, in your mind, just change it to Wacc no 100.
I'm the one setting precedent everywhere. Now I'm feeling like I made it. I'm looking up. All my friends are mostly entertainers. I still got street friends, don't get me wrong. But all my friends, I'm in the entertainment door. I'm in that realm now. Now I'm finna start making a lot of legitimate money.
Bitch, you run my name, it come back 100. Ask Big U, Top Dog, Wacc 100. Suge Knight, both the niggas he happened to drive over. The one that died and the one that survived. Rest in peace, Terry Carter. nut up on. Used to holler at the plug like, what up, Holmes? Cop 9 zones, go home and cut up stones. No extras on nothing, just saying what I say. From Compton and LAX, Cam with a K. Mayo over mustard, whiter than Ajax. And Trag Newport, getting high with AWACS. Nominated most Easty, yes I accept it. Q, Mac and Dub, I'm West Side connected. Used to flood the swap me with my CD copies. Niggas nutty on my block like BG Nike's. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't never like me. That's something I never understood. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't nothing like me. That's something I always understood. Family first, nothing over or equal to them. Love my folks from the turf and my peoples from Brim. Industry-wise, the realest from the past to me. Actually, has to be Master P. Keep it a Google, only way I know how to do things. Tour with TD Boy before he had 2 chains. In Georgia with Jeezy and the CTE. Or the son of Easy E and the CPT. Put Jake Passion on the mic like I'm giving a speech. Spent weeks on South Beach politicking with me. Chitties used to think I was banging with a decent group, till they left the low hanging when I beef with Snoop. Never sneak this and just speaking the truth. When you shoot from the soul, it gets deep in the booth. I'm a legendary native like CJ Mack. Never left, but tell them haters that the keyway cack. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't never like me. That's something I never understood. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't nothing like me. That's something I always understood. Call me crazy, or maybe it's a baby thing. Baby Spider, baby Dre Line, baby Lane. New Orlando before Burris war with Glencoe. Fuck with slow bugs, but his name was Winslow. Shed a cell with Chris Lighty, got blunted with Fab. Now no one damn near had to run it with Zab. That nigga Puto couldn't do nothing but laugh. Like you a fool, sticking moves, stay up under the jab. Grab a bag of that gag for 1,200 a half. Fuck the world on my handicapped brother's behalf. Hit the road and wear it out for a month and a half. Counting cash, I don't care about nothing but math. Usually I'm all alone with a gun in the lab. Like you should leave me alone, I don't wanna collab. Number 1 in my class, I been good crip. Run long and not fast like in Hood Nip. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't never like me. That's something I never understood. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't nothing like me. That's something I always understood.
Always keep it hood. Nothing like me. I'm a G on Crip. I'm slaying.
You have impacted them, only more so because you're not an actor playing a part.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm real life.
Actualize this shit.
Yeah.
You actualize. You made this shit reality. Yeah. They don't have the mental capacity to be able to process that type of shit, man.
Free my nigga Big Meech on mom. We skipping over to all them ones. Area code 214. You next on the line. What's happening? You in here with a couple of partners of mine. Real Near Radio. Baby Activity. My date Uno Creep from Do Rock. My homie Eastside Herb from Young Niggas. Vicious V from Google Gang. And it's you and me. What's happening? 214 area code. What's happening?
What up, though?
Oh, you already know.
What's going on, my nigga?
Baby Activity, man. We keeping it Google.
Hey.
Yep. Nah, nah. What the frick? Hey, look. Maybe that's on me, y'all. Let me see. I'm gonna put everybody on mute except the homie. The frickety frackety. What is that?
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
Oh, what happened, cuz?
Oh, shit.
We still on here or no? You still there? No. Nah? Nah, somebody saying no. Who is that? 214? Damn, cuz. What I do, cuz? I fucked up. And it's hot in this bitch, cuz. How hot is it in LA today, cuz? Air conditioning on. Oh, it's 89. Air conditioning say 79. Like, dude. Let me try to get right back connected. I don't know how we got disconnected, cuz. That shit crazy. it's still telling me to end the episode. Let me see. Vicious V, can you hear me?
I can.
All right, you live. Eastside Herb, you live?
Eastside, can you hear me? Tim?
Okay, we live. 214, it's back on you. I don't know what happened to everybody else.
Hey, y'all can hear me?
Loud and clear. What's happening, Brody?
Man, what's going on, Spotter? Man, I respect you, man. You and your homeboys on the line. What's going on with y'all niggas?
Hey, man, the respect is mutual and reciprocated as well as appreciated, man. What it do, love one?
All the time. So look, man, my name Hollywood Speaks, my nigga.
Man, if you don't get the fuck up out of here with all that weird ass, humble ass shit, East Side, I'ma say this. My nigga from Hollywood. It's one of my day unos. Y'all don't even know, cuz. I could have been, look, y'all seen the most popular nigga that ever had Hollywood in his mouth have my name in his mouth on some real queerdo shit for some years. Even being recorded saying he'll kill me. I engaged him just like I engaged any other nigga out here popular from the local that say my name. He the only person that let me know it ain't cool saying certain niggas' name on YouTube because they'll get your page took down. I tried to avoid this nigga. I tried to avoid this nigga at all costs, just based on he's been recorded saying he'll go to the police, he'll kill me, and he's reported everything I've ever said about him on YouTube to get it snatched down. This one of his homies, cuz I tried my hardest. Look.
No, whoa.
Oh, my bad. Oh, don't do me like that. You correct me. No, correct me after the introduction. No, correct me after the introduction. No, I know that was wrong. Correct me after the introduction though, but you know where I'm trying to go. This is one of my original partners. Look, I was born and raised in Compton. Look. I was born and raised in Compton. This nigga on the phone was born and raised in Compton, right? This is one of my real friends, homies, from the opposite side of this color scheme. My partner, we understand every inch of the politics that we live through the same way. A lot of people maintain relationships on this opposite side. What I want to tell y'all is as long as this nigga been hating on me, I've had access to this nigga to try to slander and try to combat. Cuz Ben made himself available to me like SPI, cuz whatever he trying to do on Pyru, if you want me to come on your platform and spit facts, I got your back. I know how uncomfortable it is to have a Pyru speaking against Pyru, and I'm not trying to drag no nigga into that, right? However, this is a year and a half since we was politicking on these issues, and I told the homie, look, and he agreed with me, it might be best for him to do his politics with Pyru's. We kind of left it alone. Recently, he reached back out to me, like, man, you know what? Hollywood, I don't give a fuck. Spider, I'm finna get some paperwork tomorrow. I'm gonna give it to you first. You could do what you want with it. So when you see Wacc, Hono, Hunnid bitch ass run to the internet, breaking his neck to prove he got the paperwork on a nigga that got put on Westside Pyru and put off in the same day. He got put on Compton neighborhood, Paris neighborhood, Crip, never got put off, ran. I guess he got put on Hollywood Pyru. Huh?
Don't forget Sex Cash Murder.
Oh yes, he was also on Sex Cash and Murder.
Where it came from. I thought it was Paris. It wasn't Paris neighborhood. It was the Sex. Shout out to the Sex Cash and Marino.
Yeah. Shout out to the Sex Cash, the Paris neighborhoods. Shout out to the Hollywood. Shout out to the West Side Pyrus. Rest in peace, baby Black. On my mama.
Shout out to the West.
On God.
My nigga Menace out here with me and shit. My nigga Menace is no good. But look, check it out.
Wait, your nigga who? Your nigga who? From where?
My nigga no good. I got a homeboy named No Good from the West.
Oh, say less. Wait. No good. No, wait. No good and who?
Menace.
From what part?
They from the four. They from the four line.
Oh, from the West. From the four line. Four deuce.
Yeah, from the West.
Say less. All right.
He was finna hit.
Yeah, not cuz from the. All right, say less. Go ahead, sweet.
She be like, who?
Yeah. Go, hey, no, Holly Sweets, do your shits. Talk your shits, Blackie. Talk your shit.
Nah, I was just wondering if the whole world, I'm pretty sure they know, but this nigga, first of all, blood ain't from my neighborhood. Let me set that out. That nigga's from Hunnid. That nigga's not from my hood at all. You know what I mean?
You
Blood
lying.
names-
You
and
lying.
blood
You
names-
lying. So tell me this.
Nah, Paul,
No,
that nigga-
no. If that's
look,
the
man,
case,
I-
what gives him the comfort of jumping out in front of the world with the H on his chest?
Yo, guess good as mine, my nigga.
Wow.
What give you the comfort to do that, nigga? And then you on somebody's paperwork that ain't never coming home no more. What give you the comfort to jump out in the world and act like you just. And then I'm gonna tell you what sparked it, homie. First of all, when I saw the nigga get the death row chain, well, I ain't got nothing to do with death row, Snoop, none of that. But when the nigga got the death row chain, and no disrespect to any crib niggas on here, right? But when he got the death row chain, man, the nigga threw up dog pound, and which is also rolling 20s, like it was just supposed to happen. Like he been waiting on that all his life. You know what I mean? I said, look at this nigga right here. Like he the hardest nigga alive, homie. I said, this nigga, I ain't never met this bitch ass nigga in my motherfucking life, homie. And like I said,
No. I've been knowing you too long. I know where you from. I know how you move, bro. You telling me you never cuz I never imagined you could. It would be you never met him once.
Not bad. Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened.
East side.
We found out that it came out. My nigga Toppy Wappy. Shout out to Toppy Wappy.
Shout out to Toppy Wappy. Right? Oh my mama.
My nigga Toppy Wappy exposed him. And like this, when we found out the nigga used to be a Crip, the nigga called me and he called me. He go with this girl named Angel, right? Angel used to be on my clique. I'm from Young Tony Locos with a K. That's our clique. You know what I mean?
Say less.
And we grew up with Angel. You know what I'm saying? And
Angel from Holly.
And so, but we had to. Yeah, she from her uncles is legends from the hood. You know
okay,
what I mean?
Say less.
Rest in peace, Fuzzy, and shout out to my nigga Pierre.
Shout out to that motherfucking check cashing place that don't never count right closed over there or somewhere. I think it's across Atlantic. It's Atlantic and Rosecrans. That motherfucker open 24 and some more.
Forever.
Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, like she you know, she like this nigga that said fuck the hood, then he want to be from the hood, then he say fuck. That nigga done been from so many hoods, we call that nigga Optimus Prime, man. That's that nigga's name. On everything I love, that's what we call him, Optimus Prime, the leader of the Transformers, my nigga.
That's crazy.
That's some real shit. But now his name ain't even that. It's strictly Snoopy the Rat.
So
look,
I'm telling the world how I had the paperwork way before Wacc. Wacc Hono Hunnid, hoe ass, ran to the internet trying to be the first one. He don't know I gave it to him. He don't know how FG got it. I ain't gonna put no extras on it. But thank you, Wacc Hono Hunnid, for doing the deed that we need. Now tell me this: have you got any update on what his potential situation is now that shit been exposed?
Nah, man. Look, the nigga when Wacc put that little shit on YouTube, right?
Goofy. That just like I wanted you to. Hey, Wacc, just so you know, Wacc Hono Hunnid, you got that from me. Eastside Crip on my mama. Go ahead. Shout out to FG.
So look, yeah, shout out to FG. You know what I mean? My nigga FG, man, my big homie, another legend, another Eastside legend. But look, check it out. So he loved making these fake pages. See, that's the reason why the hood is into it with Inglewood family. Matter of fact, let me take the time out to say, you know what I mean, rest in peace to the homeboy, India Red Boy. We praying for your family and for strength. And, you know what I mean, shout out to the IFs, Inglewood family, I mean, and, you know, the politics is what it is, but just to say,
I respect
it. Ain't had nothing to do with none of that. You know what I mean?
I respect that.
I know this your platform, Spotter.
No, go ahead. Speak your piece because you not. If it was the opposite, I would stop you. But because you going that direction, go ahead. Speak your piece, my nigga. If we need more of this.
Yeah.
Because I know you ain't no buster. I know you ain't no punk. I know you ain't scared of nothing. I know you speaking with the wisdom of a general. So that's why I want you to say what you got to say. Speak your piece.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man, because I've been holding this in for a minute. See, the hood been sitting back just watching this clown, you know what I mean, just talk bad about the set, and you know what I mean, and we just sitting there, we like, okay, we just gonna sit here and let this nigga play himself, you know what I mean? But he loved making fake pages. The nigga made a page that was called Inglewood's Finest when the homie got when that happened to the homie, right?
Red Boy.
And then the caption was Inglewood family versus Hollywood, and then my homeboy said some shit that he shouldn't have said, but he was getting recorded. You know what I mean? And the nigga said it out of anger. You know what I mean? Because of how it happened. You know, Indian Red Boy used to be from the hood. Then he started Inglewood family, and we wasn't tripping. You know what I mean?
Cause it's still red rag. Niggas don't know how often that type of shit take place.
Yeah,
but go
exactly.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
It ain't like he turned the other side.
Yeah, exactly.
And I got homies. I stayed in Inglewood, man, for a large portion of my life. And the NHPs, rest in peace to Dulo and the guy. You know what I mean? And I'm 99th century. Them niggas know me and my sister kids. You know what I mean? But yeah, I used to stay on 99th century, right there in them apartments across the street from my
You know, between 99th, between 99th century, 99th century run the same way. But I know what you're saying.
I mean, yeah, well, no, Crenshaw Century and 99th is right there.
I already know, Rue. I already know, yeah. But I don't, you know, the others might not know. That's why I just reminded you, because, you know, 99th,
okay, yeah.
you know, Century is 100th Street. That's why it's Century. That's 100. So it's 99, exactly. Then 100. So, exactly. Yeah, so they can't cross. They run. Yeah, go ahead, though.
Yeah,
right. you know, I'm from Sin Crip.
Man,
my hood bang Century. That's the only reason why. Yeah, go ahead.
Exactly. Yeah. I used to stand I used to stay over there close to y'all, too, over there in Family Hood. You know what I mean? Family Swamp. But, man, I've been all over, man. And niggas know who I am, man. You know what I mean? And I just want to put it out there that, you know, we got nothing but, we don't do that we get into with other red flags, and we definitely, if it is, we getting down, it definitely ain't gonna be no shooting beef. I don't believe in that shit, and I just, like I say, I want to just reach out, and I hope the IFs is listening, because we don't want no problems like that, man. We don't get down like that.
And I'm gonna speak way out of pocket, just based on the Damu, chose to address the Damus on my platform. Never finna overstep my boundaries, but I just want to salute to the homie for having the manhood and the courage, for having the humbleness, for being a man, to extend that message. And I just want to motivate the opposite side to see through all the bullshit and understand and understand where he coming from. Let's knock off a little portion of the unnecessary violence that we deal with, y'all. I appreciate you, sweet. So my mama.
Real shit, man. Real shit. Spotter out, like, it's covering him that we even into it with this nigga, man. This nigga's a troll, homie. He's a dumb gangster, homie. That's why he's the West Coast Takuchi 6'9".
He is. I hate to chime in and say me too, but my interaction with him was over social media, mutual acquaintance, got on the phone, 2018 type. He asked to be on G Unit West. So that's how naive I knew him to be, and we proceeded with a friendly relationship. And then the Paris neighborhoods got the smutting, y'all got the smutting. He was in my DM daily with multitudes of content trying to plead his case. I wouldn't even survey it. I used to just tell him, don't even trip, homie. That's how it is at the top. Keep pushing. I got you. I'm with you. Posting pictures of he and I, friendly. And then one time we encountered each other on Instagram on Trap LA. Go tap in the Trap LA page. That's my partner, Big Trap. But Doja, aka Game, was on there responding on a post, and SBA was on there all on his nuts. You know how you can see when somebody commented last, say 2 minutes ago or 30 seconds ago? I stumbled on it. SBA and Doja had just commented like 45 seconds ago. So I come on there and start trolling Doja. This some shit we've been doing for years. That's when SBA took the opportunity to choose up and told me,
SSA.
All right, but yeah, there you go, SSA. That's when he took the opportunity to switch up on me and told me he said he don't fuck with me because he loyal to Doja. We was cool as fuck. Hey, look, Face from Elm Street, rest in peace, is my nigga, bro. In-house politics, already know what's up with P-Boy, none of my business, all that, none of that, right? Look, I know how to deal with power rules, like Black Jesus, Timmy Rue, that's my nigga. Country Owl, that y'all call Buntry, my nigga. I don't get my politics crossed up with Rules. It's impossible. I know what I'm doing. So when I embraced him and then it got off track, believe me, it was all his fault. Look, Baby Black, rest in peace, was my nigga. Oh, my mama.
Here's the deal. Hey, Spider, look, here's the deal. He looking for somebody to stamp him so bad.
Not somebody. He looking for anybody. Anybody.
And so when he got that, that's what I'm saying. When Snoop put that chain, I hope Snoop listened to your show or somebody related to.
No. Snoop fully aware of what's going on here. Snoop fully aware, but look, but just know this. Just think this. I think you might have jumped the gun in assuming or believing and accepting the fact that that chain indicated more than it did. Because from my understanding, them chains are going around quite fluently. A lot of people getting them.
Yeah, I hear that too.
Yeah.
You go on that nigga page though. He just put something up to this morning talk with the chain hanging, without his picture, without him on the camera, but just the chain talking about you bitch ass niggas. I don't tap in with nobody, nigga. Your ass from him. We look, Hollywood's small. I mean, our hood is small for a reason. We don't put busters on. You know what I mean? And we got to be able to trace your roots like
that's y'all. That's y'all park. Like so right there on Atlantic and Rosecrans. That's y'all park, or that's the Cross Atlantic Park.
Nah. Atlantic and Rosecrans. That's Line Park. Well,
that's Line.
Atlantic and Compton Boulevard.
So Line go from like Wiener Schnitzel.
That's our park.
Cause I had some cousins. You might know my cousins. My cousins stayed right there behind the Wiener Schnitzel. They had Jerry curls. They was chocolate. They went to Dominguez. Do you ever know Dietrich and Val?
Yeah.
You know Dietrich and Val?
Who?
Dietrich and Valerie.
Dietrich and Val. That sounds familiar. They some ham? That they stay behind the Wiener Schnitzel. They had to be some ham.
They not from nowhere, but these my cousins that when they text me, they spell cousin with a K. They spell cousin with a K though. But yeah. But they not from nowhere. But they was born and raised right there. My auntie Lizzo, they stayed two houses. If you like whatever street, like you know how Winter Central was, that residential street on that, they stayed like two apartment buildings. They grew up two apartment buildings behind the Winter Central, going like south on that street. I think is that Elm?
Yeah. Yeah, that's Elm, man.
They stay on Elm. Shout out to the Elm. Rest in peace to my nigga Jamal Bradley, man. Eastside Face, man. On my mama.
Yeah. Face was the homie too. Yeah, man. Like I say, man, nigga been around there for a long time, man. You can't come through Holly if you don't know. I was born and raised on Holly Street. Brought home to Holly Street.
You know what I want to invite you to do? I want to invite you to do this. This is what I want you to do, Sweets. If you want to, I want you to read. I want you to read the paperwork. Would you be willing to read it here live online? If you need a little moment to get ready, I'll take another call.
Let me see.
I'm gonna take another call.
I'm gonna just read a portion of it because I gotta get back to work. So I'm gonna read a portion of it first.
You ready right now?
Take another caller.
I'm gonna take another caller. Get ready. Before you read, announce his government name and then read what that person said.
All right. Got you.
717. What's happening?
What's up, Spider Lou?
Man, we politicking in the black box, keeping it a Google. Please do.
I just wanted to tap in with you, man. The thing is, bro, I'm from the East Coast, PA. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my boy Cash Daddy and Bino. Them is my PA people. Cash Daddy and Bino. Streets may be icy, but go ahead.
Okay, I don't know, the politics on the West Coast might be a little different from the East Coast.
A lot of different. Right? A lot different.
Right.
A lot different, but go ahead.
As far as, you know how when you get locked up, I did 13 years, right?
Salute.
So when I'm upstate.
Salute.
You feel me?
Saluting.
Definitely. The different, situation, the different car that you with, you feel me? Y'all handle y'all business differently than other cars. Now, I say that to say, you know what I mean? When I look at, for example, No Jumper and, what's the other nigga name?
Vladimir.
Vlad, right?
Vladimir, yeah.
I see that these crackers play the mediator role in instigating beef when it comes down to certain, sections, crews, or whatever. And I want to know, like, on the West Coast, as far as like the politics is concerned, you know what I'm saying? Do y'all allow, like when you locked up, can't nobody from another car come and
Nah, man. Hey, look, you asked the perfect question. You asked the perfect question. Shout out to my homie C-Bob, OD Slim, neighborhood to the neighborhood. I know he is very appreciative of everything Adam has done for his personal situation. And the same way, I try to appreciate what Adam has done to extend his platform to up-and-coming independent artists. And I believe that's him feel like he's trying to eliminate himself from the culture vulture type of reputation. And if he's trying to make an active effort, I want to acknowledge that, because he definitely falls into the category. And I like your question, because my perspective is this, just like you say, if we just take this, all these niggas that's affiliated out here in LA, when do you let a white boy be the catalyst for y'all not only coming together, only coming together, but clashing, politicking, and then a lot of times he's like throwing his hand. You remember he used to be
like, they run off with the bag anyway.
Yeah, and it's like I see a lot of the only bottom line for any of this foolery can't be the bag. So then you come to the concept of compromise. So it seems like a lot of niggas who seem like they will be standing on principles otherwise are letting shit slide due to the bag. I just got to keep it a Google, cuz. When you see AD sitting up there talking about with Adam 22, discussing Adam's penis and other weird shit, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I be trying.
Yeah, that's kind of like.
Yeah, cuz I be trying my hardest just to. On the set. I be trying to just. Look. I swear to God, cuz. I swear to God. Shout out to OG Suicide. Shout out to my nigga TC from G Hood Fellas. Shout out to all the Trouts. Shout out to my nigga Flo, rest in peace. Shout out to Big Gino, rest in peace. Beyond that, I got a real rich relationship with the Lantanas. Shout out to Ghetto Black. On my mama, cuz I hate to see AD up there discussing Adam's penis, cuz I hate to see that shit, cuz. First thing I hated to see from the homie AD online was him allowing Wiz Khalifa to kick him for sport. And him falling down on the ground like it was fun and hurtful. I didn't like that, but that's the homie, cuz I be trying to like ride with the homies to the limits of what I could tolerate. I done seen Adam say a lot of things that were condescending toward our people, especially using the term directly to AD in regards of a conversation that dealt with COVID when he talked about your people and their ignorance. I find it highly ironic that he was on the Joe podcast recently, and he refused to allude to the ignorance of our people or even acknowledge it. He wanted to assume when it was to his convenience that our people were intelligent enough to make certain decisions at 21. However, when it came to the COVID jab, he was pressing AD about the ignorance of our people. But when Joe Budden and them was pressing him about issues pertaining to how he related to our people and their age and their intelligence level to handle certain situations, he wanted to assume they should be, no matter what their past is, no matter what their aspirations were, they should be grown enough to handle the tricky questions he asked them. However, they should be intelligent enough. But at the subject of COVID, he talked to AD in such a condescending way about our people. Go ahead.
And I wanted to touch on another thing, like, for example, like, once again, Flag or No Jumper, you feel me? Just to name them two, you know what I'm saying? As of right now, how do, like, when it comes down to certain things, certain people not qualified to speak on these such things? For example, snitching allegations about whatever, right? Certain people that ain't never lived that lifestyle or never been a part of that lifestyle or blood, shed, tears that came along with that lifestyle is not qualified to speak on such things as maybe snitching, who's real, who's fake, who's whatever, whatever. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand. I understand clearly.
A lot of people give them the access, like a lot of people give them, you know, that okay. You feel me? When I would sound like a fool if I'm in John Hopkins hospital talking about how to, you know, about brain surgery. You feel what I'm saying?
No, I understand entirely and totally what you're expressing, and I think it started way before the moment that we are in. I think if
Correct.
we were in the appropriate perspective all along, all the executives that provide record deals by this point in the hip hop genre would be largely represented by us. But it's just indicative to our experience as melanated humans in America. The music industry is not exempt from our experience. You know, even when we dominate, like in basketball,
okay,
and you associate the amount of owners with the ratio of success of players, the ratio doesn't add up. The music industry is quite similar. When you think about the core element of success of our genre of music, which is us, and then you compare it to the people who are responsible for making that happen, it's a very disproportionate ratio. And that's indicative of our experience in America as a whole. And, you know, certain individuals can specialize in certain areas, but I think we have to attack it as an issue in its entirety versus, you know, separating. That's what we've been going through, and hip-hop is not exempt. If you leave it up to our real historians and ancestors, there would be no such thing as an Elvis without a Little Richard. So you can sum it up right there. And just know this. Know this.
Yeah,
know this. Eminem has recently been involved in a project. They have just crowned Eminem the new Elvis. He just was involved in a project that
Eminem nice, man, but he ain't what it is, man.
Look, bro, it's the Elvis story all over again. My daddy is not gonna tell you that that Elvis is garbage. He's not gonna tell you that Elvis is garbage, but he will.
He gonna talk about Little Richard or
there you go.
Chuck Berry and stuff like that.
There you go. There you go. I appreciate your perspective and input, and I realize we can go all day, but I got a lot of number of callers. I want to let somebody else get some chance, partner.
This is definitely what I'm about to listen to on the way out, man. It's one of your joints, man. It's that beautiful world, man. What you need to do, man, keep coming out with good music, bro. Put it out there for the people, man. And let's figure out how, man, you can figure something out, man, where I can get you some shows, we can figure something out. We can make some money in.
Well, if you want to figure out anything beyond this type of communication, my DM on Instagram is the best place to contact me. Do your best to make me recall this conversation, and we can pick up where we left off.
I've been hitting you up.
All right, much love, homie. All right, yep.
All right, peace.
Peace. 860 area code. You on the line with VJ Keyway, aka SPI the Most Easty. What's happening?
What's going on? What's going on, man?
Oh man, baby activity, man.
I was just sitting here watching your video, man, talking about Adam and shit. I feel the same way. Like, there's a lot of weird shit that be going on, man. Like, truthfully, like you said, the way he was talking and downgrading us, but he was being subliminal about it and all that. I be paying attention to all that shit.
Yeah, I think a
and
lot.
I don't know, like, he not making nothing better. He making it worse. All a lot of the people that tailgating home because he got a little bag, like, all money not good money. That's how I look at it. I don't give a fuck what type of bag he got. Home ain't right.
Yeah, and if he had the proper intentions,
they selling their soul for less.
I agree, homie. And I don't want to be the one, cause I like to see the homies get a chance to benefit. And I think if everybody had the appropriate perspective, they can create an environment that is conducive to success. However, I see the potential for a kaboom over at that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be though, because a lot of people gonna see what's really going on and see what it really is, and then at the end of the day, that's why they gonna be in their feelings, because they fuck with a nigga so hard until, you know what I'm saying, that shit smack them like you said. But I had a question though. Please. I had a question.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go off subject a little bit besides what I was just talking about, but you and 50, man, you think y'all ever reconcile y'all little issue? Well, I don't think it was an issue from a fan.
The cold part about it is, bro,
it was really an issue.
I never had an issue with Cuz until I realized he was comfortable being publicly disrespectful toward me. So I chose to take issue with that. Just to keep it on record.
As a man, you should.
Just to keep it on record. If Cuz was interested in having any level of a conversation with me, I definitely am open to that. On my mama. Even with all that I have stated that I've been through experience-wise, I'm not above or beyond reconciliation with any of those issues.
I think y'all should reconcile that, man. I could see you in Power or any one of the movies, man. Y'all niggas need to get that shit together.
If Curtis keep it a Google,
young niggas. I'm a young nigga compared to y'all, so I grew up watching y'all. Y'all was like idols to us, you get what I'm saying? So a lot of the bullshit that's going on right now, y'all niggas need to set examples for the young niggas that's tweaking out here.
If Curtis if Curtis kept it a Google,
fix things, you know what I'm saying?
If Curtis kept it a Google with Curtis, because you know I'm Curtis, Curtis, he know I'm humbly receptive and open to that type of communication, and he also knows that type of communication not only is due to me, but he knows that it makes sense. Just overall. I guess it's all about Cuz ego.
But y'all know 50 he different breed too, man. Like he don't care if you his son, for instance. He don't care if you his nephew, whoever. If you violate, he gonna show you like, man, whatever, fuck you. But at the end of the day, man, everybody men, man. But
hey, let me tell you something. I'm so different. Not only am I different, but I'm Gloria and Big Tommy's son. Cuz experience is one of where his mother and his father, according to him, didn't care about him much or love him correctly. My mom and father wasn't together my whole life. Listen to me. No, I only know what he said. What I'm trying to tell you is I'm telling you, my mama and my daddy, even though they didn't really love each other, they loved me. So I got a different level of passion that I possess. Even the loyalty that I gave to him is a product of the way my mama and daddy loved me. And he didn't quite interpret it correctly. I don't think he quite knew what he had on his side. This still G-Unit Crip. This what he don't get. But shout out to Curtis. I ultimately was always grateful for him making me a celebrity. Oh, my mama.
Celebrity, baby. Yeah, SPI, I'm a hood star. G-Unit, I know baby. Well, with G-Unit West. Little from LA. A nigga ballin'. You ain't heard? I can have more though. Go ahead. I'm working on that. Check me out. Hope this letter gets through to Connecticut. Tried to end it. Ain't in love with me. I'm a celebrity. Paparazzi take pictures of me. And bitches trying to pose for me. I'm a celebrity. Got all these bitches screaming for me. Claiming they ain't in love with me. I'm a celebrity. Paparazzi take pictures of me. And bitches trying to pose for me. Some people see the tattoo and call me whack. Chris Lighty said he'd have you call me back. And all, I ain't pissed at all. I understand. I probably just missed your call. One day I pray my CD blows. Meantime, I'ma grind these TV shows. The label, they say I fall, but if they knew how far up in my book you are, appreciate the rap deal and the ease ice. Real nice of you to take me overseas twice. Fuck the beef that I had with Yuck and fuck. I hate it when bad with Buck.
gotta say gracias. That's from the heart, I ain't make this up, I'm grateful. I ain't never ate this much, I'm a celebrity. Got all these bitches screaming for me, claiming they in love with me. I'm a celebrity. Paparazzi taking pictures of me, and bitches trying to pose for me. I'm a celebrity. Got all these bitches screaming for me, claiming they in love with me. I'm a celebrity. Paparazzi taking pictures of me, and bitches trying to pose for me. I'm still in the streets, ho-ho still hosing, taking pictures, the hoes still posing. Diamond used to love her, I'm still sprung. I gotta get it poppin' though while I'm still young. Told Danny I want it on the fist, got me with 100 on the wrist. God love if it work out a lot. My bad, I don't work out a lot. I still got the rent for the whole 100 building. Congratulations on your 400 million. I'm a bad man, never been a good kid, and you done way more than should did. I know you busy, so I follow your procedures, but can't contact D.O. either. I'm a G, I ain't got an attitude, a few concerns and a whole lot of gratitude. I'm a celebrity, got all these bitches screaming for me, claiming they in love with me. I'm a celebrity, paparazzi taking pictures of me, and bitches trying to pose for me. I'm a celebrity, got all these bitches screaming for me, claiming they in love with me. I'm a celebrity, paparazzi taking pictures of me, and bitches trying to pose for me.
On my mama, whoever deleted Legendary Lady, I need y'all to go back and undo that. I don't know why y'all would have deleted her or timed her out or hid her. I need you to unhide her, please. That's the homie wife. We need her in here. She is definitely a member of the Google gang. I don't know why this shit seem to be buffering so cold, cause that shit be like got me disgusted. It made me want to get up out of here. We almost close to our time anyway. We got a new caller, Vicious V and me, and a caller from the 213. What's happening? 213. There was a problem. Bam. Technical difficulties, y'all. They always come in every now and then. I guess it's time to go ahead and bring this to the end. I ain't going to even force it, fake it, or try to make it longer, because y'all probably can't even take it. I know my t-shirt dingy, feeding up, eating up. I'm going to get up out of here on this one, though. Love y'all. Be about your marathon at all costs.
Can't stand off the liquor, can't understand what he's saying like Twister. 7 grams in his hand, still trying to twist up. Niggas like, damn, with the pipe it done mixed up. A case of Jay-Z, 3 leaves of Snoop. The scoop is in my pocket, watch the sheet to produce. Hit the blue boom, let the demons loose. The smell of sulfur on the mic when I breathe in the booth. I got him curling toes, trying to squeeze in boots. But to get where I'm at, you might need a boost. With anything close competition, maybe to them, but to me's another reason to shoot. Plus the probation with the sheriff is done. I'm licensed up, got back the register's done, so I can murder every DJ soon as your record is spun. Seal the case and get the register sponge.
If you are the flesh, then I am the bone. When you back out, still go on. Don't see me stopping, so you think it's hard to believe. I'm something like a hero. I'm stronger than you. Like a hero.
I puff on the fruity branch, clutch figures move with champs, bust on the booty clan, plus get that booty tang, rush in and do your camp, us niggas cool as fans, touch wisdom, rule the land, tough kids is hooligans, struck when I do advance, lust for them new sedans, plus rooms and Jews that glare. I'm rough, y'all should move in pairs. Mad women like them now, black down with spider now, master the tiger style, I'm faster than cycles, wow. I'm peeping, I'm so moist, don't beef with me homeboy, I leave you with no choice, speak with a gold voice, 7 steps to darkness, that's right. Rhetoric is flawless. Where did they get this author? Heaven sent him for you.
Y'all click sweeter than cough drops, I'm sick. What I spit is equal to smallpox. And they believe in they all pop before drop. Before the greatness of artists is more hot.
If you are the flesh, then I am the bone.
DJ,
You think it's hard to believe? I'm stronger than
No brain, I was trained in the truth. I bang in the booth, drop the top on the coupe and let the rain in the roof. Might take a brief moment to roll me a blunt. Put the flame to the front right before I chief on it. I don't run from the beef, I done fought with the pork. You ain't punching no lungs, you was caught with a fork. Obscene speaking, must wanna see my green fall. Problem with the homie, should've kept it between y'all. I take it personal, the bitter with the sweet. I still jump out on feet with the spitter in the street. I see a few thousand every couple of lines. I'm on the grind, rap just one hustle of mine. You find it difficult to swallow my hood rep. Looking pitiful, trying to follow my footsteps. With Doja, that's twice as gay as 4 facts. No pass, I want your ass on toe tag.
If you are the flesh, then I am the bone. When you back out, still go on. Don't see me stopping, so you think it's hard to believe. I'm taking like a hero. I'm stronger than you. Like a hero.
Paint the picture across the track vividly. They see my fist balled and fall back timidly. Finger paint the picture across the track vividly. They see my fist balled and fall back timidly. Finger paint the picture across the track vividly. They see my fist balled and fall back timidly. Furthermore, I'm with all activity. 32 shots, shoot them all at enemies. Lil young Seb got all that energy. On top of that, he drank all that Hennessy. Pop the triple stack, he rolling on one. I know cuz down the road and go on one. I need a driver so I can blast mine. He wanna dump, but I drove last time. Fuck it, we can park and both jump out. Come on, let's smash cuz it's almost dark. In my heart, I know gangbanging played out, but I just love to see something laid out. I can't say when it's gonna cease. SP ain't the only menace on the streets.
And many times I almost had, but that don't mean I'm not gonna be like me. I might lose my life in the streets, grow up to see 93 mud. The future remains to see. There's no strong heart from a strong
Once upon a time, I used to be broke. My life got better. Started selling coke without the cola. I look good in a Rover. You were just a doja. Me, I'm a soldier. High and drunk doing donuts in the Corvette. Yellow diamonds, ankle socks, Nike Cortez. Low gasoline, I'm propane. Strike a match, watch us blow up the whole game. They stressed out, losing their hair like common sense. Not too bright, must ain't got no common sense. These ain't tattoos, baby, they're artwork. The way he took that gun apart, believe me, was a work of art. Mafia mansion, coke in the money. Beehive on the arm, bezel sweeter than honey. Big guns in the crib, the size of a love seat. Might as well jump in the fire, cause I love heat.
And many times I almost had, but that don't mean I'm not gonna be like me. I might lose my life in the streets, grow up to see 93 mud. The future remains to see. Just know a strong heart from a strong team.
The trying to see all he can see. Got big homies, but the tiny lokes call me a G. Hit too many big licks for the bricks to budget. If it ain't Baymac, quick to switch the subject. I'll let her hit the switch, she claim that's fun. But if we get pulled over, she gotta claim that gun. That shouldn't be shit if she halfway care. I got 2 strikes, that's more than halfway there.
Almost half, but that don't mean I'm not gonna be like me. I might lose my life in the streets, grow up to see 93, but the future remains to see. Just know a strong heart from a strong G. Almost half, almost half, almost half.
Snakewood Nip Hustling. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done train my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie.
SPI
Can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. Everything that they wanna be. Yeah.